Okay, hello Bookish friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and today we are doing another reading 100 pages, but we're gonna do it for 5 days this time. Chat really quick while I make my coffee. I need to head out within like the next 5 minutes for work, but I wanted to at least record the intro of this. So today's video is a video I've done before where I read 100 pages for a set amount of days. It's Thursday when I'm filming this and I don't have 7 days to do it because next week on Wednesday I leave to go to Savannah for my sister's wedding, which is very exciting. So I'm gonna do it for 5 days instead. So it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'll do this until Monday, so that way I can have this edited and scheduled before I leave. That way when I'm gone, I will have videos going up. So what am I reading? You're probably wondering. I am currently reading Hunted by Darcy Coates. I literally last night finished Harry Potter, which that reading vlog is up for the second book. So make sure to go check that out, and instantly jumped into Hunted by Darcy Coates because I've been hearing her name a lot and I've read a couple of her books before, but they've been very hit or miss for me. Like the first book I read from her I really liked and it was super spooky. And then the second book I read from her I didn't love. Got this book probably last fall and never got a chance to read it, and I really want something like spooky and creepy, so we're gonna read this. So basically this book is about this girl Eileen who went missing on a hike through the remote Ashlow forest. Oh hello, I hope that wasn't blurred that entire time, but if it was, I'm sorry. So she went missing in this forest and somebody found her camera. What the hell? Somebody found her camera and there were some really weird pictures on it, so they're going through like trying to figure out what happened and where she is. And we're reading from a couple different people's perspectives, one being this guy Todd, who seems to be like weirdly obsessed with Eileen, like stalks her Instagram, stalks her Facebook, all this. But Todd is actually Eileen's brother's best friend, Chris. And so we're reading from the perspective of the detective who is working on this case, which it's in a really small town, so the police don't really have like a lot of resources to like find her, and they're kind of like, oh well, she's probably already dead, like we're not gonna like spend our time really looking, which is kind of fucked up. That's pretty much where I am at right now. I'm actually really liking the book. The thing I like about Darcy Coates books is they're really easy to read. Like they're not like super confusing and like wordy. It's very like straight to the point. This is what's going on and this is what's happening and this is who you're reading from. So I really like that. But if you couldn't tell, this is a thick book. This is 450 pages. Like what book needs to be that much? So I think the thing I don't love about Darcy Coates writing is there's a lot of fluff in her books, but I'll give her that she has short chapters, so it makes it go a little bit quicker. So that is what we are starting with. I should probably tell you my starting page. Last night I read 60 pages, so today I need to read 160 pages, which is this much. It's about 10 a.m. right now. I have some deliveries that I'm going to that are like kind of later in the afternoon, and they're in Connecticut. I'm probably leaving at 10, not gonna get home till like 6 or 7, so that's fun. I'm hoping I can still get my 100 pages done today, so we shall see. But yeah, that is what today's video is going to be all about, but let's get right into it.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back.
Okay, hello. It is 2:30 on Friday afternoon. I just got home from work. I was in the Bronx for a couple hours early this morning. It was an early morning for me. I'm exhausted. I have so much shit to do today. Like, it's 2:30 and I still have a ton of stuff to do, both for YouTube purposes and my full-time job. So I'm making myself a second cup of coffee because I need it. I need to think about what I need to do and write it down so I don't forget to do anything, because if I don't write shit down, I won't do it and I won't remember. What was I saying? This is what happens. My brain is just, when I have too much to do, my brain just like shuts off on me and it's not good. I need to do some stuff from my full-time job first. I have a funeral I have to go to at 4:30, so. I need to do some stuff for work really quick right now, and then, much better, do some YouTube stuff, and some stuff for my sister's wedding, and I have a couple errands I really need to do, but some of them could wait till tomorrow, and some can't. Really just need to write down a list of everything that I need to get done, or I won't get any of it done, which won't be good for me. So I'm going to take my second coffee of the day, go sit down, and start getting my shit together. Because I'm feeling very frazzled. Part of the reason why I'm so like, I'm not even stressed, let's be honest. I'm just like, okay, I just need to like get my brain to do it and prioritize what needs to go when. I am leaving for Georgia on Wednesday night next week, and I won't be back until Tuesday night because my sister's getting married. So I want to have like videos. I already have this week's videos done. I need to edit the video that's going to go up on Monday. The video that's going to go up next Thursday is already edited. I just have to upload it to YouTube and do all the other stuff. And then I want to have the week when I come back, I want to have those videos done because I won't be home on Monday. So I need to get that video done, which will be the video you're watching right now, my reading 100 pages per day for 5 days. And then I also want to have a video filmed, edited, and scheduled for Thursday so that when I get back, I don't have to stress about it. I'm almost positive that video is gonna be like how I update my book bullet journal, because that's something I can do quickly. Let's get going. All right, first, let's make a list of all the shit I need to do. And it's not gonna be in any particular order.
Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Next on my to-do list is opening my book of the month package, which I'm so excited for. One of my highly anticipated books of 2023 is in this box, and I cannot wait to open this. I also got 3 books this month because I really liked some of the choices. Oh, hell yeah, we got a spooky one. It says, "Boo, it's me reading a book." I now have my bookmark for the rest of October. This is My Darling Girl by Jennifer McMahon. I honestly have no idea how to pronounce this author's last name. I have multiple books from this author. This is her newest release. She has a lot of books out. I think I read Burntown, The Winter People, and Promise Not to Tell, and they were all kind of like eh. But I want to read her new release. I'm pretty sure this just released. Let me double check. It literally came out 3 days ago. This came out on October 3rd. And this says, a fateful holiday season, eerie events begin to plague a Vermont family after their dying matriarch moves in. That doesn't tell me anything, but I know she writes really good thrillers, so I'm excited to read this. Holiday season, I'm probably gonna put this on my November or December TBR. Most likely December. Next book I got is When I'm Dead by Hannah Morrissey. I have heard nothing but great things about this author, and I'm pretty sure this is also a new release. Shit, it's part of a series. I don't know if you have to read them in order though. So this, how the hell? This comes out October 31st. So I have this really early. I have to read this. It says it's book 3 in the Black Harbor series. I think they're kind of like, not like they take after one another, but it's more so like the same detective. So I'll have to figure that out. But this one says, one girl murdered, another one missing, and a medical examiner desperately searching for the truth in the latest Black Harbor mystery. On a bone-chilling October night, medical examiner Rowan Winthrop investigates the death of her daughter's best friend. Hours later, the tragedy hits even closer to home when she makes a devastating discovery. Her daughter, Chloe, is gone, but not without a trace. So I will have to figure out if you have to read the series in order, because I'm kind of hoping you don't, but I'm very excited to read something from this author. The star of the show is The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. I am so excited to read this book. This book was featured in my fall 2023 releases, and I already kind of knew that this was going to be a pick for October for book of the month, because her other book, Spells for Forgetting, was also a pick last year at this time, and I picked that up and loved it. It was so like eerie. So this one says, a woman risks everything to end her family's century-old curse, solve her mother's disappearance, and find love in this mesmerizing novel. Adrienne Young's writing is very like realistic, but also has like a tinge of magic slash like fantasy to it, so I'm so excited. Also, look at this cover. Like, how beautiful is this cover? So this is probably going to make its way to the very top of my TBR because I can't help myself. That is my book of the month haul for the month. Also a link in my description box below that allows you to get your first book of the month box for only $5, which is an unreal price. Like, you're getting a brand new hardcover book for only $5. It's not an affiliate link, or like they're not sponsoring this or anything, but book of the month, if you want to sponsor me, let me know. My email is in my description box as well. That's me shooting my shot. But if you do sign up through my link, you get your first book for $5, and then I get a credit for the next month, which that would make my day if you signed up with my link. But yeah, book of the month for October were some great picks that I cannot wait to get to. So let's go back to my to-do list and see what else I can get done before I have to head out. Okay, so I'm going to cross off my book of the month haul. And then a couple other things that I can do before is schedule my fall TBR video. Like I said, it's already edited and like ready to go. I just need to like do the thumbnail and upload it to YouTube and do like the description box and everything. So I think I'm gonna do that right now. And then pretty much what I'll need to do is edit my Harry Potter reading vlog, film my bullet journal video. Maybe I'll at least film it and then I can edit it tomorrow. On my way back from the funeral, I'm gonna stop and pick up the pictures I need to, because I have to do something for my sister's wedding. I have an Old Navy return, and then I gotta go to Target and Ulta for some things, but those are things that can be done tomorrow morning. Unless I'm feeling up to it later, but we shall see. So I'm gonna schedule my fall TBR update video right now.
We could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so...
Okay, I'm an absolute idiot. I was like talking through what I was doing today without even giving you a reading update. I did read my 100 pages. I actually read 101 pages. Just kidding. So I'm currently on page 162 of this. I read to 161 and I'm on chapter 26. So I read a decent chunk of this so far and I'm really liking it. So obviously I need to read to 270, no, that's not right, 262. tonight, which shouldn't be an issue, but it's also already 6:40 and we're doing a family Zoom call at 7. And then Chris and I were gonna watch Harry Potter so I can round out my Harry Potter reading vlog, but not sure if that'll happen or not. We might watch it tomorrow during the day maybe, because it's supposed to be like really rainy and crappy out all day, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow morning. I'll see what he wants to do when he gets home. But yeah, I have 20 minutes until my family Zoom call, so I am going to sit here and see how much I can read.
With the wind blowing in your hair, we can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand?
Hello, Bookish friends. I have epically failed at this reading 100 pages per day vlog. It is now Sunday and I haven't read a single page since I think Friday. And Friday I did not read my 100 pages. So I started this vlog I think on Thursday and plan to be done tomorrow. So Thursday I read my pages. Friday I read 10 pages, meaning that my 100 pages, well 90 pages from that day go to Saturday, making it 190 pages that I had to read on Saturday. But yesterday, I was insanely busy. I woke up at 9 and literally was just go, go, go until about 2 a.m. when I went to bed. So I had no time to read yesterday. I edited so many videos and like did so much stuff. And I had a bunch of other like stuff I had to do for my personal life. So I got everything done yesterday, except for I still need to go to Ulta. You heard me talking about my to-do list. So I pretty much did everything on that except for going to Ulta, which I'm just gonna do tomorrow. So that leaves me at having to read 290 pages of Hunted by Darcy Coates today. And when I am filming this, it is 4:15 p.m. I am sitting in my reading room, laying down on the bed, watching football. So today was a weird day. Last night we went out to like drinks and appetizers with some of our friends. I had one cider and then like a half a cider when we went back to one of my friend's house. And we went to sleep. We stayed there until like 1 a.m. and I didn't really go to sleep until about 2 a.m., which is not common for me. I don't ever go to sleep that late. And I woke up at like 9:45 and was like, all right, let me get up for the day. Like Louis was barking, definitely had to go out. I needed to finish editing and publish my Harry Potter reading vlog, so I did that, and then it was like 11:30 and I was like, I need to like go lay down. Like I was exhausted. I felt like I was hungover, but I wasn't. Like there was no possible way I was hungover. So I literally fell back asleep. I went back up into bed and fell asleep from 11:30 to about 1:15, and then woke up, took Louis for a walk, came back, started doing laundry, did the dishes, and then I just filmed my video where I show you how I update my reading journal. So now it is time to read. All of that to say, I need to sit down and read right now as much as I can. So I have 90 pages from Friday, 100 pages from Saturday, and then my 100 pages today. So I have to read 290 pages today, which that'll be fun. I'm currently on page 170. Technically I would need to get to page 460 of this book, but this book is only 450 pages, so I essentially, oh god damn, I essentially need to finish this book today and then read 10 pages of my next book, and then tomorrow I will read another 100 pages of that book. It's gonna be interesting. The thing with this book is it's really good. Her books are a little bit slower. Like she goes into detail a lot about a lot of things, so they're slower to read, which is why they're 450 pages, but they read really quick, especially this one. So currently we're still trying to figure out what happened to Eileen and figure out where she went. Her brother Chris and 3 of his friends have flown to the city or the state where Chris's sister went missing. They went into the woods and they are trying to find his sister. One of their friends just got attacked by like some sort of ant and he's having a really bad reaction on his skin, and so now they're thinking they have to leave and go back and bring him to the hospital. And Eileen's brother Chris is like really disappointed. I have a feeling he's probably gonna be like, you know what, you guys go, I'll stay by myself. And then I have a feeling that him and Todd, which Chris and Todd are like really good friends, but Todd seems a little like strange and very obsessed with Eileen. So I have a feeling that Chris is going to tell his other friends to go. Him and Todd are going to end up somehow finding each other, and then shit's going to go wrong from there. But we kind of have an idea of what the monster in this book is. It's like a, I don't even know. They like describe it as like 7 foot tall, really long claws, piercing green eyes, and yeah. So I should probably stop rambling and just get to reading. So let's do it.
Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two.
Okay, I officially read 100 pages. Honestly, I don't know if I'll read another 190 pages tonight. I'm hoping I can read like maybe another 90 pages and then I could read 200 tomorrow. I don't freaking know. Maybe I'll have to extend this. I want to update you on the book. So, in like the last update clip I said that I think that Chris, Eileen's brother, was gonna like venture off on his own, which that didn't happen, thank God. Him and his friends stayed together. And sadly, they found Todd's body pretty much being like eaten by flies and other animals. In one of the other chapters, it said that like this creature was like pushing a tree that he was standing on. He thought if he got up in the tree, this is Todd I'm talking about, by the way. He thought if he got high up in the trees, like the creature wouldn't be able to get him. And then at night, he's woken up by the sound of this creature's claws, like on the tree that's below him. He's shaking it, and then Todd basically falls into the creature's mouth and inevitably dies. But you don't know that he dies in the chapter where he was up in the tree. You find out that he died when Chris discovers his body. So that's really freaking sad. It breaks my heart because Todd wanted nothing more than to just like save Eileen. And yeah, he was a little weird and a little creeper, but you know what? He was the first one that was like, I'm gonna go out and find her and be the hero, blah, blah, blah. But now something really crazy just happened to one of the friends that Chris is with. And now they are trying to make their way out of the forest. I think they haven't essentially given up looking for his sister, but something serious has just happened and they're like, all right, we need to focus on this and make sure this is okay. Because let's be honest, the chances of my sister being alive are really slim. So let's do this. We'll go talk to the cops and then we can proceed from there. In terms of Carla's story, the detective on the case, her and her boss Decker, who Decker, the like head of the station there, is a total ass. And was basically like saying, this case doesn't need any attention. It's just like all the other people that went missing, blah, blah, blah. But now they're starting to realize that there is a lot more missing person cases from being in the woods than they thought there was. So now they have like a whole team and they're kind of taking it a little more serious than they were before. And they have a team together trying to figure out what's going on, who's causing all these attacks. Is it a serial killer? Is it really a monster that like Carla is saying? So that is pretty much where I'm at right now. It is 7:19. I'm going to go upstairs, put this laundry away, change, and then I'm actually going to Chris's parents' house for the Dallas Cowboys game. They play at freaking 8 p.m., which I hate the late games, but we do love watching with his parents, and his dad and him obviously are huge Cowboys fans, so we go over there pretty much every Sunday and watch the game. We also don't get the game on our TV for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm going to head over in a little while. I threw another load of laundry in the dryer like over an hour ago and it's still not dry, so I'm hoping that'll be done before I leave. I would like to leave in the next like 20 minutes, but we shall see. So like I said, I'm now on page 270, less than 200 pages to finish with this book. But I'm hoping I can get at least a decent amount of this read tonight. We shall see. I would love to get another 100 pages done so that tomorrow I would need 90 more and then I could read 190 tomorrow of a new book, but we shall see. I'm gonna try to read as much of this as I can. I realistically have until about 11:30 to read. And I've been reading this nonstop for like almost 2 hours and read 100 books. So if read 100 pages. So if I read for another, say, 3.5 hours, I can probably get a majority of this done, but we shall see. I think it's gonna start reading a lot faster too, and I'm gonna be like really into it because now it's starting to like, this monster is starting to kill off people that are with Chris, so we shall see. But yes, that is my reading update. I will check in later.
Hey darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes.
Hello Bookish friends and happy Monday. It is Monday, October 9th, and I am doing a reading check-in. I didn't read all 290 pages, what the heck's going on here, that I needed to read yesterday, but I got pretty damn close. So when I started yesterday, I was on page 170, so I was this far in, but now I've read this much right here, this little chunk in the middle. So now I've read more than half the book. I am currently on page 364, chapter 58, meaning, so I read 194 pages, which is great. That means I still need to read 96 pages today plus my 100, so I need to read 196 pages. I honestly thought this time was gonna be a lot easier because it was like a weekend where Chris and I had nothing to do. But sometimes those weekends end up being so much busier than like weekends where we do have stuff to do. 86 more pages to read for this book specifically. 110 pages of whatever book I decide to start next by today. If I don't finish them today, I'm gonna extend this vlog until tomorrow, but not add on another 100 pages just so I can get all the pages done. I'll be fine with that, but I'm really gonna try my hardest to finish this today. Anyways, I'm getting ready to head out for work, and I figured I would update you on what's going on in this book. Chris and his friends are still wandering around this forest trying to find his sister. They found Todd's corpse pretty much being eaten alive by flies, animals, maggots, and all this other nasty stuff. They made a gurney to put him on to try to get his body out, but then something else happens and they end up not being able to bring his body out, and basically all this bad shit is just happening. And now the characters are starting to like be like, all right, I'm gonna go do this, I'll be right back, rather than just sticking together, because now they got 2 down for the count. Everybody's starting to get picked off by this monster thing. But it's weird because the monster doesn't seem to be like killing them, he seems to just be like stalking them and like scaring them, like, and he's not like directly attacking these people. Like there's crazy stuff happening in the forest and I think it's the monster doing it, but it's not like him directly doing it. So it's a little strange, but I am really liking it. I thought it would be a little bit slower. Honestly, it is slow, but I'm not like mad about it. I'm kind of liking seeing different perspectives of like the people in the woods, the detective, and now you're starting to see each of Chris's friends' perspective in the woods. So I usually don't like books that are really descriptive like hers is, but honestly I'm kind of into it. I don't know what it is. I think I want something that's just like easy, and this is very easy to read. I'm hoping that the action picks up and we kind of learn more about this monster rather than just like hearing its description 7 million times. Like, I want to see some action with this monster. I want to see somebody kill this monster. But yeah, so I'm liking it and definitely hoping to finish today. I really need to like push myself. My damn cell phone, that gets me. But I'm going to finish getting ready for work quick, and then we will head out and I will be back later today to get some reading done. Okay, I am back home in my comfy clothes. I want to read for just the next half hour because I need to take Louis for a you-know-what. My neighbor is getting their lawn done. Anyways, I'm just going to read for a quick half hour, see how far I can get before I take Louis for a you-know-what. I'm on page 364, so let's see how much I can get done in the next half hour.
Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car.
Okay, I just read for a half hour and finished 26 pages. I'm now on page 390, chapter 62. I read like that much in just a half hour. I have about 60 more pages of this book to read, and then we will read 10 pages of another book. So I definitely think I can do this today. I don't know. It's 5 p.m. right now. I'm going to throw in some rice in our rice cooker so it's ready when I get back. I'm gonna take Louis for a walk and then come back, make dinner, finish reading, read my other 10 pages, and then I think I'm gonna start editing this video. So let's go. Okay, Louis and I are back from our walk. I got this preheating to put some boneless chicken thighs in. I got rice already made in the rice cooker. And then in this gadget over here, I'm gonna be air frying my veggies. Actually, me and Chris are huge fans of like kitchen gadgets. I make most of my meals in these 3 devices. So I have my air fryer, my rice cooker, and that's like a ninja. It air fries, dehydrates, roasts, and you can bake in it. But we love our gadgets. And that's pretty much how we make dinner almost every night. But I'm making dinner right now. We're gonna do boneless chicken thighs, obviously rice, and then some sort of veggie. And Louis is barking at me because he wants to eat. So I'm gonna go feed him, finish making dinner, and then go sit back on the couch and finish my book.
Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one life. I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one life. I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Okay, good morning, Bookish friends. It is Tuesday morning, and I am here to wrap up this reading 100 pages for 5 days of reading vlog. I did read more than my 100 pages yesterday, and I finished Hunted by Darcy Coates. I'm in between ratings on this because honestly I feel like this kind of just put me into a reading slump. Like after reading this, like I had such a hard time reading something else last night, and I just like couldn't get into anything. So that means it was clearly a good book and I was really into it. Officially on Goodreads I gave it a 3.75, but it's in between a 3.75 and a 4-star. The only reason it didn't get 5 stars is because it was a little slow, but that's just like her writing style. I might bump it up to a 4-star just because the plot twist was like so mind-blowing, but it was also kind of just like thrown at you. Like there was no like build up and like, oh my god, could it be this person? Like it was kind of just like you never guessed this, it was this person, they did it, but they're not killing people, they're just hurting people. And it was kind of just like, I don't know, it was like thrown at you. It was weird. So that's why it didn't get 5 stars, but this was one of the better Darcy Coates books that I've definitely read. So I will definitely continue to read her books. Maybe at some point in my life, sorry, I'm just looking for the other books I have. In my life, I would do like a Darcy Coates like ranking video once I read more of her books. I do have 1 or 2 of her books on my winter TBR, I think, but overall, I really, really enjoyed this. This was like a really suspenseful thriller. It wasn't necessarily, it had like aspects of horror, like this creature that was in the woods haunting these people was like spooky, but then you found out what exactly it was, and it kind of just turns into like a suspense novel. I mean this in a good way because I actually enjoyed it, which is rare for me. I feel like it was very slow, and you more so followed the characters in the forest and like how they were trying to survive rather than like being spooked and thrilled the entire time. But I actually weirdly enjoyed it. So this is gonna be a final 4-star rating for me. And then I picked up 19 Claws and a Blackbird by this author. This author also wrote Tenders the Flesh, which I loved. And this is a collection of 20 different short stories. I got to page 32, but I skipped one of the stories because I was just like not into it. So I probably realistically read, so I read 25 pages of this. But I'm going to put this down for the time being. I'm not going to completely like say I'm done with it because I could easily pick up this whenever I choose to between other reads and read like a story or 2. Her writing is very strange, and she writes really like weird, messed up stories. So I was really looking forward to this, but honestly, I think it was just because of that freaking Darcy Coates book I read. Like, I just couldn't get into anything else. When I picked this up, the one story was good and it was only like a page and a half. Or 2.5 pages. No, I just wasn't really into it. I was kind of like, I don't know if short stories are for me. I think that's the problem. Like by the time, like there's no like opportunity to get into the characters or anything, and the way she writes, it can kind of be confusing sometimes. So I think that's my problem. I will continue to pick this up throughout the month. So those are the 2 books I read in this Reading 100 Pages for 5 days reading vlog. Pretty solid reading vlog, honestly. Very happy with the progress I made. At one point, I didn't think I was gonna make it to reading like my 100 pages for every day, because I didn't read anything on Saturday, and I barely read anything on Friday. But I pushed through and I made it, and I even read a couple extra pages, which is fantastic. So, very happy with that. But thank you for watching this video. If you like these kinds of videos, make sure to let me know in the comments below, and I can definitely film more. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. And thanks for watching. Bye.